Hello, I'm Dr. Megan Bennet. There is a silent question that many men, especially after 50 or 60, ask themselves at the height of intimacy, but rarely have the courage to voice out of shame or fear. Have you ever been there? Felt a twinge of doubt or embarrassment that broke the spell of the moment? The truth is, what you don't say can create an invisible distance between you and your partner. This video goes far beyond a simple yes or no. We're going to unpack what science says about female fluids, the emotional impact your reaction has on her, and more importantly, on you. I'll show you how a split second of uncertainty can turn into an opportunity to deepen trust, vulnerability, and reignite passion in your relationship, especially in midlife and beyond. If you want to strengthen not just your sex life, but also the emotional health and safety in your relationship, stick with me. What I'm about to share isn't just medical facts. It's the secret to a connection that goes beyond the physical and can forever change how you see intimacy. Picture a simple scene. It's nighttime. The house is quiet. Dishes are done. TV's off. And the day's routine is fading. You and your partner come together, not out of duty, but because you feel good together. Your touches have changed over the years, from urgency to tenderness, from habit to a small ritual of connection. Kisses are slower. Hands explore gently. Her breathing shifts, and little by little, her body opens to the moment of surrender. You move closer, touch her, kiss her, and suddenly you feel it. Warmth, softness, vulnerability. And then, the silent question so many men never voice. What does this mean? Is it natural? How should I react? Dear friends, if you've had that doubt but never dared ask, you're not alone. It's a concern I hear constantly in my office, sometimes disguised as a joke, sometimes whispered with insecurity, but always with genuine curiosity. That's why today we're answering it not just with science, but with honesty, compassion, and emotional wisdom. Because this isn't just about fluids. It's about trust, presence, and rewriting old scripts about intimacy. When a woman is aroused, her body responds by increasing blood flow to the pelvic area. This triggers glands that produce natural lubrication, mixing with secretions from the vaginal walls to create a blend designed for comfort, protection, and shared pleasure. The key takeaway: it's not urine, not a waste product, not a problem. It's biology, and it's beautiful. It's your partner's body saying, yes, I feel safe with you. I'm ready for this. Here's the short answer. If you're both healthy in a monogamous relationship and free of transmissible health issues, yes, it's safe. But we're not stopping at the short answer, because behind the medical question lies a deeper one. Can I welcome my partner exactly as she is, with all her vulnerability and natural expression? At its core, what we call female fluid isn't just liquid. It's body language, a living sign of trust, desire, and connection. When you receive it without hesitation or judgment, you're sending a message louder than words. I'm here with you. I accept you. Your truth doesn't scare me. And believe me, that's the moment a mature woman truly lets go. That's when she trusts for real. Many men over 50 feel uneasy talking about this. Maybe they think, what if the taste is weird? What if it catches me off guard and I ruin the moment? What if it makes me feel less masculine? Those questions don't make you weak. They make you human. But intimacy isn't always clean and predictable. Sometimes it's intense, spontaneous, and challenges us to let go of old ideas. And that's a good thing. First, let's understand what these fluids really are. It's not one single liquid, but a complex mix that varies with hydration, hormones, diet, or stress. Mostly water to keep tissues moist, plus electrolytes like in saliva, proteins, enzymes, natural sugars, and healthy bacteria like lactobacillus to keep pH balanced. If that sounds too technical, here's the translation. Female fluids are a living expression of your partner's health, cycle, and trust. They're not something to fear. They're something to respect and understand. Now, let's talk taste and scent, because I know that's what many of you are quietly wondering. These can vary widely. Good hydration tends to make them fresher and lighter. Certain foods influence it. Garlic, onion, pineapple, coffee can subtly shift things. Stress and hormones play a role too. Some women taste mild, others earthier, and it's all completely natural. There's no good or bad standard. There's diversity, like every other part of the human body. What matters most is how you react. If you hesitate or show discomfort, she may read it as distance. But if you stay present, calm, and tender, she'll understand something deeper. He accepts me. He's not scared of who I am. That acceptance opens a huge door to emotional trust. Because when a man receives a woman's body with serenity and respect, he's building something far bigger than physical pleasure. He's building safety, surrender, and mature love. So far, we've celebrated the natural beauty of female fluids, but we also have to talk health and safety. While these fluids are generally safe, they can carry health risks if mutual care isn't practiced. In a stable, monogamous, long-term relationship where both partners have stayed healthy, there's usually nothing to worry about. But in new relationships after divorce, widowhood, or a fresh start, responsibility is key. Patients often tell me, "Doctor, it's awkward to talk about medical tests before getting intimate." My answer is always the same. The awkwardness passes, but the care lasts. STIs are real. Most are treatable, but never assume. Maturity means talking, asking, and looking out for each other. A thoughtful, responsible man can say gently, "I care about you a lot, and before we go further, would you feel okay if we got checked together?" Sounds awkward? Maybe, but it earns respect, trust, and safety. You're showing not just desire, but protection. And trust me, that kind of care is deeply attractive to a mature woman. Intimacy isn't just about medical safety, it's about emotional safety too. When a man welcomes his partner's natural expressions without pulling away, he sends a powerful message. There's nothing about you that needs to be hidden from me. That message releases tension in her body, relaxes her heart, and turns the intimate encounter into a space of profound trust. What most women want isn't a guy with every technique. It's someone who stays present, doesn't flinch, and rides the moment from start to finish. That's where the real magic happens. When she feels she can let go without fear, when she sees her partner doesn't pull back, even if something surprises him, that's when full trust blooms. That's the fertile ground for a renewed sex life, even after 60 or 70. Emotional and physical safety aren't separate paths. They're the same road to full connection. And when a man walks it with patience and respect, he strengthens not just the bond with his partner, but his own masculinity from serenity and maturity, not brute force. We've talked about what female fluids mean to the woman: trust and surrender. But let's look at what happens inside the man when he allows himself to experience this without prejudice. Fully receiving your partner doesn't just transform the relationship, it transforms your own body and energy. Studies show that emotionally connected intimacy, where both feel seen and welcomed, has profound effects on men's health, especially after 50. What happens? Oxytocin, the bonding hormone, rises, bringing calm and resilience. Cortisol, the stress hormone, drops, reducing anxiety. Testosterone stabilizes, supporting vitality. Blood vessels relax, improving circulation and physical response. The nervous system shifts to parasympathetic rest and connect mode. In plain terms, when you set aside insecurity and focus on presence, you're reprogramming your body for better health, stronger performance, and greater well-being. There's also a subtler, powerful shift, your identity as a man. It's no longer about performance. You become someone who creates experiences, moments that heal, unite, and live in your partner's memory. Imagine a quiet Sunday morning after a night of connection. No awkward jokes, no weird silences. You and your partner rest together, exchange gentle touches, sip coffee, and smile. She looks at you differently, not for what you did, but for how you were. Calm, unflinching. That look builds an emotional memory that becomes the foundation for the next chapter of your relationship. This kind of connection deepens masculinity, not through control, but through surrender and acceptance. Because in the end, what a man gains by fully embracing his partner isn't just physical benefits. It's a new way to understand intimacy, more human, more conscious, more complete. Theory matters, but what really changes lives are concrete actions. So here are 5 simple steps any mature man can put into practice to experience intimacy with more confidence and fulfillment. 1. Talk before, not after. Connection starts with conversation. A man can say tenderly, "I'd love to explore more pleasure with you. Are you comfortable with that? What feels good to you?" This openness removes guesswork and builds trust. 2. Set the right environment. A woman's body responds best when the setting feels calm. Clean sheets, soft light, a warm room. It's not about luxury, it's about care. The right space relaxes the nervous system. 3. Watch her signals, not your performance. The biggest mistake is worrying about doing it right. The key is reading what she's communicating, her breathing, movements, sighs. Every woman speaks with her body. When you listen, connection becomes authentic. 4. Respond with affection, not judgment. If her body's expressions catch you off guard, avoid the reflex to pull away. In those seconds, your response shapes how she'll remember the moment. A simple, "That was beautiful. I love how your body responds," can turn vulnerability into a sacred memory. 5. Stay connected afterward. Intimacy doesn't end with physical contact. The real bond solidifies in the afterglow. Hold her, bring her water, ask how she felt. That follow-up creates an emotional glow, a lasting sense of unity. These steps aren't complicated techniques. They're small habits that turn intimacy into a ritual of trust. And the best part, they don't require youth or perfect bodies. They require something far more valuable: presence, patience, and mature love. Dear friends, intimacy after 60 isn't about quantity. It's about quality. It's not how often, but how each encounter is lived. When we follow these steps, life as a couple stops being a duty and becomes a space of healing and joy. Dear friends, we've walked a delicate but necessary path. Yes, we talked about female fluids, but we discovered this topic goes far beyond. It's not about a liquid or a simple physical act. It's about trust, acceptance, and presence. Intimacy after 60 or 70 isn't measured by strength, but by the ability to stay, to accompany, and to receive the other without fear. When a mature man dares to welcome his partner in all her vulnerability, including her natural expressions and emotions, he sends a message more powerful than any words. There's nothing about you that needs to be hidden from me. If you felt this content added value to your life and want to continue this journey of rediscovery and strengthening your health and well-being, I invite you to join our community here. We'll keep having honest, science-based, empathetic conversations so you can live this stage of life with all the confidence and vitality you deserve. To never miss our next meetings, click the subscribe button below and turn on the bell for notifications. By doing so, you'll not only get more valuable tips, you'll also support our mission to bring quality information to more men. Leave a comment sharing what you thought. I'd love to hear your opinion and keep this conversation going with you.